name is Kathy, and today I'll be discussing how to use homeopathic remedies on ailments, continuing with skin, hair, and nail ailments, continuing with the letter V through Z. But before I do this, I wanted to let you know that because I have a great many videos now on many different topics, that I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Please refer to my How to Use Homeopathic Remedies video before using the material in this video. Now, I'll be discussing how to use homeopathic remedies on specific ailments, but I've broken these ailments into categories for easier reference. I'll begin with ailments of the mind and emotions, then I'll move on to ailments of the brain and nervous system, then I'll address issues with skin, nails, and hair, then the eyes, ears, nose, teeth, gums, lungs, respiration, heart, blood circulation, muscles, bones, joints, esophagus, stomach, duodenum, small and large intestines, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, kidney, bladder, and then specific ailments for women and ailments specific to men, then issues of the hormones and metabolism, and then I'll address the issues of homeopathic remedies on infections, infestations, and the immune system, then issues surrounding fertility and pregnancy and surrounding childbirth and postnatal problems, then homeopathic remedies that address special problems in infants, ailments, and diseases in childhood, and special issues of adolescence, and finally, special issues of the elderly. Constitutional treatment involves treating the totality of the individual person. Everyone is a unique individual with a unique physiology that responds to substances differently. In homeopathy, it is recognized that people will react strongly to certain remedies, and as a result of this, they can be loosely placed into different categories called constitutional types. Homeopaths talk, for example, of phosphoric types. These are people who react strongly to phosphorus, or Arsenicum album types, those who react strongly to Arsenicum album. The belief is that people of one type share similarities in terms of body shape, character, and personality, and the sorts of diseases from which they suffer. As an example, Natrum Mur people tend to be pear-shaped, have a dark complexion, be fastidious and rigid in personality, and keep themselves to themselves. They also crave salt and suffer from constipation. As another example, Lycopodium types tend to be tall, gangly, and of stooped appearance, with an anxious expression. Lycopodium types tend to be tall, gangly, and a stooped appearance with an anxious expression and a craving for sweets and a propensity to produce intestinal gas. Now, of course, constitutional types have their limitations. In reality, each person is an individual, and so there are as many constitutional types as there are human beings, and an account must be taken of the sum total of the person's inherent predispositions, past illnesses, diet, general reactions to the environment, intellectual and emotional features, and general attitude towards life. This is what is meant by constitutional treatment. I'll be making detailed videos of the various constitutional types after I've completed the use of homeopathic remedies on ailments. The ideas, procedures, and suggestions in this video and all my homeopathic videos are not intended as a substitute for the medical advice of a trained health professional. Consult your physician before adopting the suggestions in this video. Now, if you're pregnant, do not attempt these techniques without the approval of your physician. So, let's continue with learning how homeopathic treatment can help with skin, hair, and nail ailments. Today, we will continue with skin, hair, and nail ailments that begin with the letter V through Z. In homeopathic medicine, skin conditions, which include conditions affecting the hair and nails, are viewed as manifestations of a general imbalance of the system and of poor metabolic function. Rather than treating the obvious and visible symptoms such as itchiness, blisteredness, scaliness, etc., the whole constitution is treated. Suppressing symptoms at a skin level may cause the underlying imbalance to express itself in an internal and often more important organ. Skin tone and color can tell a great deal about a person. In general, skin problems are not helped by sugar, refined carbohydrates, chocolate, tea, coffee, alcohol, spices, or perfumed cosmetics, or by constipation and lack of exercise, both of which slow down the elimination of toxins. Varicose ulcers happen most frequently in older people with poor circulation or varicose veins. Even a tiny crack or injury to the skin can be slow to heal without a good supply of fresh blood to bring in infection-fighting white blood cells or take away toxins. The injury site may become ulcerated and take months to heal. A typical varicose ulcer has a pale weeping center, a rich red itchy surrounding, and brown mottling around that. The commonest site is on the legs, just above the ankles. It's routinely treated by applying antiseptic dressings to prevent infection and support bandages to speed up blood flow in severe cases. Doctors may recommend hospitalization, and vein surgery or a skin graft may be necessary. The homeopathic remedies to follow will promote healing, but if there is no improvement within 14 days, see your doctor. Specific remedies to be taken 4 times daily for up to 14 days. The general remedy for varicose ulcers is Hamamelis 6C. For ulcers that bleed easily and cause splinter-like pains, use Nitric Acid 6C. For ulcers that burn, especially between midnight and 2 a.m., but are less painful when heat is applied, use Arsenicum 6C. When skin around the ulcers is a bluish purple, use Lachesis 6C. For ulcers that are slow to form and equally slow to heal with chronic mild infection, use Silicea 6C. For the early stages before the ulcer forms, when skin is hot, red, and throbbing, use Belladonna 30C. When the edges of the ulcers are clear-cut as if made from a hole punch and there is a white discharge, use Bichrom 6C. For ulcers that are oozing unpleasant smelly pus and serum, use Mercurius 6C. For ulcers that form reddish scabs and pus beneath, use Mezereum 6C. For ulcers that bleed easily, use Phosphorus 6C. For varicose ulcers in an elderly person, use Carbo Veg 6C. For ulcers at the site of an injury, use Arnica 6C. Self-help. If the ulcers are due to varicose veins, raise the legs above hip level when resting and avoid standing for any length of time, and go for a daily walk. Take extra vitamin C and zinc, and also apply hypercarium and calcarea ointment to dressings and change them daily. Warts. Warts are caused by viruses that invade the skin and cause the cells to multiply rapidly, forming raised lumps. The body is then unable to kill the viruses, and so the body walls them off. In susceptible individuals, warts are contagious. Touching warts can easily transfer viruses to new sites, and new warts develop. Common warts are small, horny, and flesh-colored or whitish, and most commonly occur on the hands or on the soles of the feet. Constant pressure causes them to harden and burrow inward, making walking quite painful. 2 other types of warts, most common in children, are plain warts, which usually occur in groups and look like tiny brownish fleshy blisters, and molluscum contagiosum, which are small pear-like warts with depressed centers, which seldom occur singly. Persistent warts are conventionally treated with wart paint, or they can be burnt or frozen off, or dug out. Warts that form after the age of 45, particularly seborrheic warts, which look like large rough-surfaced moles, should be shown to your doctor as soon as possible, as they may be completely innocuous or they may be malignant. Homeopathic medicine offers a number of specific remedies for warts, but if home treatment, long-term constitutional, may be necessary to tackle the underlying problem. Specific remedies to be given every 12 hours for up to 3 weeks. For For soft, fleshy cauliflower-like warts, chiefly on the back of the head, that ooze and bleed easily, use Thuja 6C. For many warts, chiefly on the face, eyelids, and fingertips, which are also painful verrucous, use Causticum 6C. For cauliflower-like warts that itch and sting and sometimes ooze and bleed, or become large and jagged-edged, with the upper lip most affected, use Nitric Acid 6C. For many small, horny warts that itch, sting, weep, and bleed, use Calcarea 6C. For horny warts associated with a callus, use Antimonium 6C. For hard, smooth, fleshy warts that are chiefly on the back of hands, use Dulcamara 6C. For warts on the hands, use Narum Mur 6C. For weeping ulcerated warts on the tips of toes, use Natrum Carb 6C. For warts on the palms of the hands with a tendency to sweaty palms, use Natrum Mur 6C. For large black warts with hairs in them, use Sepia 6C. For hard warts that burn and throb, use Sulphur 6C. Self-help. Apply Thuja mother tincture twice daily and cover with a bandage. Over-the-counter wart preparations can also be used, but never on facial warts. Apply them to the wart only and to the surrounding skin, and be careful not to get them in your eyes. I have a great many videos now on many different topics, and so I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Well, that's it for now. To stay up to date with my latest videos, make sure to subscribe to this free YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button right below this video. Take care.